The summer before, everything was the warmest one. The days arranged themselves without the weight of consequence. The heat arrived each morning without apology, and stayed until the evening, gave it permission to dispense. That summer had a particular quality of light, the kind that only comes before you know it's ending. The summer before, everything still warm somewhere inside the memory. Summer before, everything, the one that holds the other summer's company. The ice at the bottom of the cup that summer lasted longer than the ones that came before or after. The afternoon stretched to accommodate the warning. The evenings held the warm air and the laughter. That summer had a particular quality of light, the kind that only comes before you know it's ending. The summer before, everything still warm somewhere inside the memory. Summer before, everything, the one that holds the other summer's company. Every summer since has borrowed something from it, the temperature, the light, the particular ease. The summer before everything, the reference point, the one all other summers try to please. The summer before, everything still warm somewhere inside the memory. Summer before, everything, the one that holds the other summer's company. Still warm, that summer, still the reference point. Warm and somewhere softer now. The heat rising from the pavement in July makes the street into a landscape from a dream. The cars and legs and shadows all distorted, the summer city more itself than it would seem. The pavement holds the heat past what the air releases, still warm at midnight from the afternoon's decision. Heat rising from the pavement, the summer city doing what summer cities do. Heat rising from the pavement, the groove, the only cool thing passing through. The shade on the other side of the street is 3 degrees cooler than the sunny one. The summer city teaching the lesson of the crossing, the pavement, the proof of what the afternoon has done. The pavement holds the heat past what the air releases, still warm The heat from the pavement, everything slows to the pace the summer insists upon. For walkers, the city in July, a different city. The pavement haven't made the day into its own talkers. Heat rising from the pavement, the summer city doing what summer cities do. Heat rising from the pavement, the groove, the only cool thing passing through. Pavement still rising, the heat still decided. The groove, the coolest thing on the block. City heat, softer now. City heat, softer now. The garden in full sun is its own kind of argument for staying in one place longer than intended. The bees doing their particular summer business. The afternoon extended by everything that's tended. The acoustic sound belongs in the garden in summer. The string's the thing the afternoon requested. The garden in full sun, where the summer makes its most convincing case. The garden in full sun, the acoustic warmth, the most appropriate embrace. The chair in the sunniest corner took 2 minutes to arrange into the angle that received the most without the burn. The acoustic sound arriving from the open window. The garden and the music taking turns. The acoustic sound belongs in the garden in summer. The string's the thing the afternoon requested. The garden in full sun, where the summer makes its most convincing case. The garden in full sun, the acoustic warmth, the most appropriate embrace. By 4, the shade had shifted toward the chairs, and the garden became the evening's opening act. The acoustic still playing somewhere inside the full sun garden's most convincing fact. The garden in full sun, where the summer makes its most convincing case. The garden in full sun, the acoustic warmth, the most appropriate embrace. Still in full sun, the garden, the acoustic still arriving through the window. Da-dun, da-dun. cold drink in the hot afternoon is the truest contrast. The temperature difference, the whole point of the glass. The ice arriving at the peak of the day's argument. The summer and the cold drink in a standoff that won't last. The first sip is the most honest thing the afternoon provides. The cold against the heat, the summer's best negotiation. Cold drink, hot afternoon, the summer's most essential conversation. Cold drink, hot afternoon, the glass, the coolest thing in the whole station. The glass sweats onto the coaster in the usual way, reporting the temperature difference to the surface below. The afternoon proceeding at its own unhurried pace. The cold drink, the only thing with somewhere cool to go. The first sip is the most honest thing the afternoon provides. The cold against the heat, the summer's best negotiation. Cold drink, hot afternoon, the summer's most essential conversation. Cold drink, hot afternoon, the glass, the coolest thing in the whole station. The cold drink concedes to the afternoon eventually. The ice becoming water, becoming temperature. Before the first 10 minutes, the glass held its argument against the heat, the summer, the entire legislature. Cold drink, hot afternoon, the summer's most essential conversation. A cold drink, hot afternoon, the glass, the coolest thing in the whole station. I still arguing, the afternoon still winning. The glass, still the coldest thing available. Cold and warm, softer now. The radio through the screen door arrives differently than the radio inside. It has the summer in it too. The heat and the cicadas and the occasional passing car, all added to the signal coming through. The screen door filters everything but the music, which arrives with the outside air attached. The radio radio through the screen door. The summer mixed into the sound by the mesh. The radio through the screen door. The old music and the outside air made fresh. Someone across the yard has the same station. The sound arriving from two directions at once. The summer neighborhood sharing its soundtrack. The radio through the screen door doing its stunts. The screen door filters everything but the music, which arrives with the outside air attached. The radio through the screen door. The summer mixed into the sound by the mesh. The radio through the screen door. The old music and the outside air made fresh. The best summer music is the kind that mixes with whatever the summer day has added. The screen door, the instrument that does the mixing. The radio, the starting point, the summer, what's padded. The radio through the screen door. The summer mixed into the sound by the mesh. The radio through the screen door. The old music and the outside air made fresh. Still coming through the radio. The screen door, still the filter. Cicadas and vinyl, softer now. The summer evening doesn't hurry the way winter evenings do. It takes its time arriving, takes its time while there. The dark, a generous distance from the dinner hour. The summer giving what the other seasons can't quite share. The long evening belongs to the body after the heat. The air finally at the temperature of something manageable. The long evening doesn't hurry. The summer keeping the dark at arm's length for hours. The long evening doesn't hurry. The groove, the thing that fills the in-between powers. Still thinking about leaving. At 9 it finally makes its quiet departure. The long evening having held what summer promised. The dark arriving later, softer, farther. The long evening belongs to the body after the heat. The air finally at the temperature of something manageable. The long evening doesn't hurry. The summer keeping the dark at arm's length for hours. particular devotion. More hours of the living before the sleeping, the summer's gift of extended motion. The long evening doesn't hurry, the summer keeping the dark at arm's length for hours. The long evening doesn't hurry, the groove, the thing that fills the in-between powers. Still light at 8, the evening still deciding, the summer holding the dark back. Long evening, softer now. The hammock was hung between the two oldest trees, the ones that have been deciding the shade for decades. The summer afternoon inside the hammock is its own suspended version of the cascade. The slight swing of the hammock is the summer's metronome, the acoustic sound arriving at the same unhurried pace. Hammock and summer afternoon, the two things that make the best possible use. Hammock and summer afternoon, the acoustic sound, the third thing they choose. The hammock receives the body the way hammocks receive, without opinion about the weight or the posture. The summer afternoon the same, accepting everything. The acoustic sound, the gentlest kind of foster. The slight swing of the hammock is the summer's metronome, the acoustic sound arriving at the same unhurried pace. Hammock and summer afternoon, the two things that make the best possible use. Hammock and summer afternoon, the acoustic sound, the third thing they choose. The hammock holds the afternoon past its usual ending, the trees providing the shade that makes the holding possible. The acoustic sound, the reason the staying continues. The summer afternoon and hammock indivisible. Hammock and summer afternoon, the two things that make the best possible use. Hammock and summer afternoon, the acoustic sound, the third thing choose. Still in the hammock, the afternoon's still here, the acoustic still the third thing. Swing and warmth softer now. Swing and warmth softer now. The old cafe in August has been here past the heat waves, past the summers that the regulars have brought. The ceiling fan above the counter doing its old business. The vintage warmth, the exact thing that August sought. The brass note drifts through the August cafe air, brief and warm, the kind that only old cafes allow. The old cafe in August, where the vintage and the summer find their meeting. The old cafe in August, the brass, the warmest possible greeting. The ice in the glass at the old cafe lasts longer. Something about the glasses holding what they know. The August regulars in their usual positions, the ceiling fan maintaining its particular slow. The brass note drifts through the August cafe air, brief and warm, the kind that only old cafes allow. The old cafe in August, where the vintage and the summer find their meeting. The old cafe in August, the brass, the warmest possible greeting. The old cafe doesn't know it's August specifically. It receives every month with the same particular grace, but August fits it better than the other months. The summer and the vintage in the same place. The old cafe in August, where the vintage and the summer find their meeting. The old cafe in August, the brass, the warmest possible greeting. Old cafe still, August still, the brass already gone into the ceiling fan. Vintage summer, softer now. The sunburn announces itself at the shower, the particular warmth that becomes the particular sting, the evidence of the day's decision to stay too long. evening body carrying what the afternoon will bring. The sunburn is the afternoon's receipt, the proof that the sun and the skin had their agreement. Sunburn in the evening after, the skin still holding what the day decided. Sunburn in the evening after, the summer worn on the body, not just provided. The aloe from the cabinet is the evening's first response. Cool against the warm, the afternoon installed. The mirror showing the particular shade of summer that only comes from a day both given and recalled. The sunburn is the afternoon's receipt, the proof that the sun and the skin had their agreement. Sunburn in the evening after, the skin still holding what the day decided. Sunburn in the evening after, the summer worn on the body, not just provided. By tomorrow the sunburn will have become something else, the particular warmth that only comes from having been outside. The summer on the skin, the most honest souvenir. The evening after, the best part of the ride. Sunburn in the evening after, the skin still holding what the day decided. Sunburn in the evening after, the summer worn on the body, not just provided. Still warm, the skin from the afternoon, the aloe still doing its quiet work. Cool and warm, softer now. The fan on the highest setting is a summer statement, an acknowledgement that the heat has won the afternoon. The blades at maximum doing their best negotiation with a temperature that doesn't respond to reason. The highest setting is the summer's white flag, and its most honest kind of making do. Fan on the highest setting, the heat, the argument, the fan keeps trying to answer. Fan on the highest setting, the summer and the blaze, the slightly unmatched answer. music finding its way through the fans' opinion. The groove surviving the highest settings. Outcome, the highest setting is the summer's white flag, and its most honest kind of making do. Fan on the highest setting, the heat, the argument, the fan keeps trying to answer. Fan on the highest setting, the summer and the blaze, the slightly unmatched dancer. By midnight, the temperature concedes a degree, and the fan drops to the second setting by itself. The summer negotiation arriving at its evening terms. The highest setting return to the shelf. Fan on the highest setting, the heat, the argument, the fan keeps trying to answer. Fan on the highest setting, the summer and the blades, the slightly unmatched dancer. Fan still at highest, heat still decided, the groove still finding its way through the blaze. And grew softer now. The summer that stayed longest in the memory was the one that refused to acknowledge September. The warmth carrying into October by degrees, each day a small defiance of the calendar's agenda. The retro sound belongs to the summer that stayed. The music, the record of the refusal to leave. The summer that stayed longest, past September, past the ordinary ending. The summer that stayed longest, the retro sound, the record of the extending. The particular warmth of that October morning, when the season finally accepted its conclusion, was the summer's last and most convincing argument before it gave way to the autumn's intrusion. The retro sound belongs to the summer that stayed. The music, the record of the refusal to leave. The summer that stayed longest, past September, past the ordinary ending. The summer that stayed longest, the retro sound, the record of the extending. Every summer since has been measured against it, the one that held its ground past what was expected. The retro sound, the language of that holding. The music of the summer that stayed and stayed and stayed. The summer that stayed longest, past September, past the ordinary ending. shade under the awning is its own microclimate, 2 degrees cooler than the street beside it. The summer people finding it without coordinates, the body knowing where the cool is undecided. The awning has been providing this shade for 20 summers without requiring thanks or acknowledgement. The shade under the awning, the summer's most consistent generosity. The shade under the awning, the acoustic sound, the warmth inside, the cool to see. The cup of something cold under the awning shade is the optimal arrangement of the summer afternoon. The awning, the ceiling, the street, the floor, the cool, the open air room the summer chose to tune. The awning has been providing this shade for 20 summers without requiring thanks or acknowledgement. The shade under the awning, the summer's most consistent generosity. The shade under the awning, the acoustic sound, the warmth inside, the cool to see. The best seat in summer has a roof that's open on 3 sides, something between inside and the full exposure. The awning shade, the summer's best compromise. The acoustic sound, the perfect kind of closure. The shade under the awning, the summer's most consistent generosity. The shade under the awning, the acoustic sound, the warmth inside, the cool to see. Still in the shade, the awning still holding, the acoustic still, the warmth inside, the cool. Shade and acoustic softer now. The summer evening exists for the conversation that couldn't happen in the heat of the afternoon. The table set outside after the sun has shifted. The wine poured, the evening beginning its tune. The summer evening knows its purpose and accepts it. The vintage sound, the thing it was already playing. What summer evening the conversation and the table and the cooling. What summer evenings are for, the vintage sound, the thing that keeps the evening cooling. The outdoor table gets the last of the warmth, which is exactly right for the summer evening's purpose. The conversation deeper for the cooling air, the vintage sound, the texture of the surface. The summer evening knows its purpose and accepts it. The vintage sound, the thing it was already playing. What summer evenings are for, the conversation and the table and the cooling. What summer evenings are for, the vintage sound, the thing that keeps the evening cooling. By 10, the summer evening has made its point completely. The conversation arriving at its most honest place. The vintage sound having held the hours together. The summer evening having done what evenings face. What summer evenings are for, the conversation and the table and the cooling. What summer evenings are for, the vintage sound, the thing that keeps the evening cooling. Still outside, the table still holding the evening. The vintage sound still, the texture. Warm evening, softer now. The windows down is not a decision in summer. It is the default setting of the car in July. The air created by the speed, the closest thing to a breeze that the summer will provide. The drive with windows down requires no destination, just the road and the summer air and the speed. The drive with windows down, the summer coming in at the pace the road allows. The drive with windows down, the music and the air both making their own vows. The hair does what it does in the wind that not to do. The summer doesn't care about the arranging, the drive with windows down, setting its own rule. The drive with windows down requires no destination, just the road and the summer air and the speed. The drive with windows down, the summer coming in at the pace the road allows. The drive with windows down, the music and the air both making their own vows. The summer drive ends when the destination announces itself, or when the tank makes its own suggestion. But while the windows are down and the road is open, the summer is the only question. The drive with windows down, the summer coming in at the pace the road allows. The drive with windows down, the music and the air both making their own vows. Still driving, windows still down, the summer still coming in at 60. Wind and road softer now. Wind and road softer now. The summer was different from the ones before it, in ways that won't be fully known until the winter. The heat the same, but the arrangement underneath different in the ways that only time will enter. The summers that are different take longer to understand, the difference only visible from the other side. This summer was different, the evidence still accumulating in the ordinary. This summer was different, the heat the same, but something in the commentary. Particular way the evenings felt this summer, longer and slower and more willing to be held. The mornings also different in their quality, as if the summer itself had something it compelled. The summers that are different take longer to understand, the difference only visible from the other side. This summer was different, the evidence still accumulating in the ordinary. This summer was different, the heat the same, but something in the commentary. By the time the summer ends, the difference will be named, but only in the language of the looking back. The summer different while it was happening, and different still when the seasons changed their track. This summer was different, the evidence still accumulating in the ordinary. This summer was different, the heat the same, but something in the commentary still different this summer. The evidence still coming in, the heat the same, but something different. Softer, softer, softer. This summer was different, still is. The cold drink in the hot afternoon is the truest contrast. The temperature difference, the whole point of the glass. The ice arriving at the peak of the day's argument. The summer in the cold drink in a standoff that won't last. The first sip is the most honest thing the afternoon provides. The cold against the heat, the summer's best negotiation. Cold drink, hot afternoon, the summer's most essential conversation. Cold drink, hot afternoon, the glass, the coolest thing in the whole station. The glass sweats onto the coaster in the usual way, reporting the temperature difference to the surface below. The afternoon proceeding at its own unhurried pace. The cold drink, the only thing with somewhere cool to go. The first sip is the most honest thing the afternoon provides. The cold against the heat, the summer's best negotiation. Cold drink, hot afternoon, the summer's most essential conversation. Cold drink, hot afternoon, the glass, the coolest thing in the whole station. The cold drink concedes to the afternoon eventually. The ice becoming water, becoming temperature. But for the first 10 minutes, the glass held its argument against the heat, the summer, the entire legislature. Cold drink, hot afternoon, the summer's most essential conversation. Cold drink, hot afternoon, the glass, the coolest thing in the whole station. I still arguing, the afternoon still winning, the glass still the coldest thing available. Cold and warm. Softer now. The fan on the highest setting is a summer statement, an acknowledgement that the heat has won the afternoon. The blades are maximum, doing their best negotiation with a temperature that doesn't respond to reason. The highest setting is the summer's white flag, and it's most honest kind of making do. Fan on the highest setting, the heat, the argument, the fan keeps trying to answer. The summer and the blaze, the slightly unmatched dancer. The sound of the fan at the highest becomes the room. Everything else a layer underneath the blade hum. The music finding its way through the fan's opinion. The groove surviving the highest setting's outcome. The highest setting is the summer's white flag, and it's most honest kind of making do. A fan on the highest setting, the heat, the argument, the fan keeps trying to answer. The summer and the blades, the slightly unmatched dancer. By midnight the temperature concedes a degree, and the fan drops to the second setting by itself. The summer negotiation arriving at its evening terms. The highest setting returned to the shelf. The argument, the fan keeps trying to answer. Fan on the highest setting, the summer and the blaze, the slightly unmatched dancer. Fan still at highest, heat still decided. The groove still finding its way through the blaze. Softer now. The hammock was hung between the two oldest trees, the ones that have been deciding the shade for decades. The summer afternoon inside the hammock is its own suspended version of the cascade. The slight swing of the hammock is the summer's metronome, the acoustic sound arriving at the same unhurried pace. Hammock and summer afternoon, the two things that make the best possible use. Hammock and summer afternoon, the acoustic sound, the third thing they choose. Receives the body the way hammocks receive, without opinion about the weight or the posture. The summer afternoon the same, accepting everything. The acoustic sound, the gentlest kind of foster. The slight swing of of the hammock is the summer's metronome, the acoustic sound arriving at the same unhurried pace. Hammock and summer afternoon, the two things that make the best possible use. Hammock and summer afternoon, the acoustic sound, the third thing they choose. The hammock holds the afternoon past its usual ending, the trees providing the shade that makes the holding possible. The acoustic sound, the reason the staying continues. The summer afternoon and hammock indivisible. Hammock and summer afternoon, the two things that make the best possible use. Hammock and summer afternoon, the acoustic sound, the third thing they choose. Still in the hammock, the afternoon's still here, the acoustic still the third thing. Swing and warmth softer now. The heat rising from the pavement in July makes the street into a landscape from a dream. The cars and legs and shadows all distorted, the summer city more itself than it would seem. The pavement holds the heat past what the air releases, still warm at midnight from the afternoon's decision. Heat rising from the pavement, the summer city doing what summer cities do. Heat rising from the pavement, the groove, the only cool thing passing through. The shade on the other side of the street is 3 degrees cooler than the sunny one. The summer city teaching the lesson of the crossing, the pavement, the proof of what the afternoon has done. The pavement holds the heat past what the air releases, still warm at midnight from the afternoon's decision. Heat rising from the pavement, the summer city doing what summer cities do. Heat rising from the pavement, the groove, the only cool thing passing through. In the heat from the pavement, everything slows to the pace the summer insists upon for walkers. The city in July, a different city. The pavement haven't made the day into its own talkers. Heat rising from the pavement, the summer city doing what summer cities do. Heat rising from the pavement, the groove, the only cool thing passing through. Pavement still rising, the heat still decided. The groove, the coolest thing on the block. City heat, softer now. then the radio inside, it has the summer in it too. The heat and the cicadas and the occasional passing car, all added to the signal coming through. The screen door filters everything but the music, which arrives with the outside air attached. The radio through the screen door, the summer mixed into the sound by the mesh. The radio through the screen door, the old music and the outside air made fresh. Someone across the yard has the same station, the sound arriving from two directions at once. The summer neighborhood sharing its soundtrack, the radio through the screen door doing its stunts. The screen door filters everything but the music, which arrives with the outside air attached. The radio through the screen door, the summer mixed into the sound by the mesh. The radio through the screen door, the old music and the outside air made fresh. The best summer music is the kind that mixes with whatever the summer day has added. The screen door, the instrument that does the mixing, the radio, the starting point, the summer, what's padded. The radio through the screen door, the summer mixed into the sound by the mesh. The radio through the screen door, the old music and the outside air made fresh. Still coming through the radio, the screen door, still the filter. Cicadas and vinyl, softer now. The sunburn announces itself at the shower, the particular warmth that becomes the particular sting, the evidence of the day's decision to stay too long, the evening body carrying what the afternoon will bring. The sunburn is the afternoon's receipt, the proof that the sun and the skin had their agreement. Sunburn in the evening after, the skin still holding what the day decided. Provided. afternoon installed, a mirror showing the particular shade of summer that only comes from a day both given and recalled. The sunburn is the afternoon's receipt, the proof that the sun and the skin had their agreement. Sunburn and the evening after, the skin still holding what the day decided. Sunburn and the evening after, the summer worn on the body, not just provided. By tomorrow the sunburn will have become something else, the particular warmth that only comes from having been outside. The summer on the skin, the most honest souvenir. The evening after, the best part of the ride. Sunburn in the evening after, the skin still holding what the day decided. Sunburn in the evening after, the summer worn on the body, not just provided. Still warm, the skin from the afternoon, the aloe still doing its quiet work. Cool and warm, softer now. The windows down is not a decision in summer. It is the default setting of the car in July. The air created by the speed, the closest thing to a breeze that the summer will provide. The drive with windows down requires no destination, just the road and the summer air and the speed. The drive with windows down, the summer coming in at the pace the road allows. The drive with the windows down, the music and the air both making their own vows. The hair does what it does in the wind that's 60, which is everything it was told not to do. The summer doesn't care about the arranging. The drive with windows down, setting its own rule. The drive with windows down requires no destination, just the road and the summer air and the speed. The drive with the windows down, the summer coming in at the pace the road allows. The drive with the windows down, the music and the air both making their own The drive with the windows down, the summer coming in at the pace the road allows. The drive with the windows down, the music and the air both making their own vows. Still driving, windows still down, the summer's still coming in at 60. Wind and road softer now. The garden in full sun is its own kind of argument for staying in one place longer than intended. The bees doing their particular summer business, the afternoon extended by everything that's tended. The acoustic sound belongs in the garden in summer. The string's the thing the afternoon requested. The garden in full sun, where the summer makes its most convincing case. The garden in full sun, the acoustic warmth, the most appropriate embrace. The chair in the sunniest corner took 2 minutes to arrange into the angle that received the most without the burn. The acoustic sound arriving from the open window, the garden and the music taking turns. The acoustic sound belongs in the garden in summer. The string's the thing the afternoon requested. The garden in full sun, where the summer makes its most convincing case. The garden in full sun, the acoustic warmth, the most appropriate embrace. By 4, the shade had shifted toward the chairs, and the garden became the evening's opening act, the full sun garden's most convincing fact. The garden in full sun, where the summer makes its most convincing case. The garden in full sun, the acoustic warmth, the most appropriate embrace. Still in full sun, the garden, the acoustic still arriving through the window. The summer evening doesn't hurry the way winter evenings do. It takes its time arriving, takes its time while there. a generous distance from the dinner hour. The summer giving what the other seasons can't quite share. The long evening belongs to the body after the heat. The air finally at the temperature of something manageable. The long evening doesn't hurry. The summer keeping the dark at arm's length for hours. The long evening doesn't hurry. The groove, the thing that fills the in-between powers. The light is still thinking about leaving. At 9 it finally makes its quiet departure. The long evening having held what summer promised. The dark arriving later, softer, farther. The long evening belongs to the body after the heat. The air finally at the temperature of something manageable. The long evening doesn't hurry. The summer keeping the dark at arm's length for hours. The long evening doesn't hurry. The groove, the thing that fills the in-between powers. The long evening is the summer's best argument for why the season deserves its particular devotion. More hours of the living before the sleeping. The summer's gift of extended motion. Keeping the dark at arm's length for hours. The long evening doesn't hurry. The groove, the thing that fills the in-between powers. Still light at 8. The evening still deciding. The summer holding the dark back. Long evening. The old cafe in August has been here past the heat waves, past the summers that the regulars have brought. The ceiling fan above the counter doing its old business. The vintage warmth, the exact thing that August sought. The brass note drifts through the August cafe air, brief and warm, the kind that only old cafes allow. The old cafe in August, where the vintage and the summer find their meeting. The old cafe in August, the brass, the warmest possible greeting. The ice in the glass at the old cafe lasts longer. Something about the glasses holding what they know. The August regulars in their usual positions. The ceiling fan maintaining its particular slow. The brass note drifts through the August cafe air, brief and warm, the kind that only old cafes allow. The old cafe in August, where the vintage and the summer find their meeting. The old cafe in August, the brass, the warmest possible greeting. The old cafe doesn't know it's August specifically. It receives every month with the same particular grace. But August fits it better than the other months. The summer and the vintage in the same place. The old cafe in August, where the vintage and the summer find their meeting. The old cafe in August, the brass, the warmest possible greeting. Old cafe still, August still, the brass already gone into the ceiling fan. Vintage summer, softer now. The shade under the awning is its own microclimate, 2 degrees cooler than the street beside it. The summer people finding it without coordinates, the body knowing where the cool is and decided. The awning has been providing this shade for 20 summers without requiring thanks or acknowledgement. The shade under the awning, the summer's most consistent generosity. The shade under the awning, the acoustic sound, the warmth inside, the cool to see. The cup of something cold under the awning shade is the optimal arrangement of the summer afternoon. The awning, the ceiling, the street, the floor, the cool, the open air room, the summer chose to tune. The awning has been providing this shade for 20 summers without requiring thanks or acknowledgement. The shade under the awning, the summer's most consistent generosity. The shade under the awning, the acoustic sound, the warmth inside, the cool to see. The best seat in summer has a roof that's open on 3 sides, something between inside and the full exposure. The awning shade, the summer's best compromise. The acoustic sound, the perfect kind of closure. The shade under the awning, the summer's most consistent generosity. The shade under the awning, the acoustic sound, the warmth inside the cool. To see still in the shade, the awning still holding, the acoustic still, the warmth inside the cool. Shade and acoustic softer now. The summer before everything was the warmest one. The days arranged themselves without the weight of consequence. The heat arrived each morning without apology, and stayed until the evening gave it permission to dispense. That summer had a particular quality of light, the kind that only comes before you know it's ending. The summer before everything, still warm somewhere inside the memory. The summer before everything, the one that holds the other summer's company. The ice at the bottom of the cup that summer lasted longer than the ones that came before or after. The afternoon stretched to accommodate the wanting. The evenings held the warm air and the laughter. Summer had a particular quality of light, the kind that only comes before you know it's ending. The summer before everything, still warm somewhere inside the memory. The summer before everything, the one that holds the other summer's company. Every summer since has borrowed something from it: the temperature, the light, the particular ease. The summer before everything, the reference point, the one all other summers try to please. The summer before, still warm somewhere inside the memory. summer that stayed longest in the memory was the one that refused to acknowledge September, the warmth carrying into October by degrees, each day a small defiance of the calendar's agenda. The retro sound belongs to the summer that stayed, the music, the record of the refusal to leave. The summer that stayed longest, past September, past the ordinary ending. The summer that stayed longest, the retro sound, the record of the extending. The particular warmth of that October morning, when the season finally accepted its conclusion, was the summer's last and most convincing argument before it gave way to the autumn's intrusion. The retro sound belongs to the summer that stayed, the music, the record of the refusal to leave. The summer that stayed longest, past September, past the ordinary ending. The summer that stayed longest, the retro sound, the record of the extending. Every summer since has been measured against it, the one that held its ground past what was expected. The retro sound, the language of that holding, the music of the summer that stayed and stayed and stayed. The summer that stayed longest, past September, past the ordinary ending. The summer that stayed longest, the retro sound, the record of the extending. Still staying that summer, still past September somewhere. Long and warm, softer now. The summer was different from the ones before it, in ways that won't be fully known until the winter. The heat the same, but the arrangement underneath different in the ways that only time will enter. The summers that are different take longer to understand, the difference only visible from the other side. This summer was different, the evidence still accumulating in the ordinary. This summer was different, the heat the same, but something in the commentary. The particular way the evenings felt this summer, longer and slower and more willing to be held. The mornings also different in their quality, as if the summer itself had something it compelled. The summers that are different take longer to understand, difference only visible from the other side. This summer was different, the evidence still accumulating in the ordinary. This summer was different, the heat the same, but something in the commentary. By the time the summer ends, the difference will be named, but only in the language of the looking back. The summer different while it was happening, and different still when the seasons changed their track. This summer was different, the evidence still accumulating in the ordinary. This summer was different, the heat the same, but something in the commentary still different. This summer, the evidence still coming in, the heat the same, but something different. Softer, softer, softer. This summer was different, still is. A summer evening exists for the conversation that couldn't happen in the heat of the afternoon. The table set outside after the sun has shifted. The wine poured, the evening beginning its tune. The summer evening knows its purpose and accepts it. The vintage sound, the thing it was already playing. What summer evenings are for? The conversation and the table and the cooling. What summer evenings are for? The vintage sound, the thing that keeps the evening pooling. The outdoor table gets the last of the warmth, which is exactly right for the summer evening's purpose. The conversation deeper for the cooling air. The vintage sound, the texture of the surface. The summer evening knows its purpose and accepts it. The vintage sound, the thing it was already playing. What summer evenings are for? The conversation and the table and the cooling. What summer evenings are for? The vintage sound, the thing that keeps the evening pooling. By 10 the summer evening has made its point completely, the conversation arriving at its most honest place. The vintage sound having held the hours together, the summer evening having done what evenings face. What summer evenings are for, the conversation and the table and the cooling. What summer evenings are for, the vintage sound, the thing that keeps the evening pooling. Still outside, the table still holding the evening.